So on this full moon night, welcome back to the Gothic Chef. Today we're going to make Parmesan cheesy crisps. Stay tuned. So a few videos back, I promised I would show you my family's cheese grater. This is my grandmother's cheese grater. It is the Hamilton Beach Salad Maker. Yes, I know that's a weird name, but that's what it's called. And it is extremely old. How old is it? I think Roosevelt was president, and not Franklin, Theodore. Okay, maybe not Theodore, but it's really old. It's also extremely heavy. Do not ever drop it on your foot, because that'll be the end of your foot. But it makes the perfect grated cheese, as you will see. So my favorite Parmesan is Parmesan by Belgioso. It's not Parmigiano Reggiano, but it is very creamy and very smooth and very delicious, and it's very easy to find. And it's not expensive. I think it's about $8-9 for that little wedge. So once I get the plastic off, which usually takes about 3 days, I will show you how the cheese grater works. And the cheese grater is very loud. I will warn you now. This is my disclaimer, so be prepared because I'm going to let you hear it. But it's really, really loud, and I highly advise that you lower the volume on your phone or your television, wherever you're watching this. So we're not going to put the entire thing in at once because it'll clog the machine, and we don't want to break it. It's very fragile. So we cut it in half, and we'll put a little bit in. And what you do is you lift up the top, you put the wedge in, put some pressure on it, turn it on, and be prepared. It's like a 747 taking off. And you could see my dog in the background because she knows she's going to get a piece of cheese. So, but it's very fast. I'm going to put the other one in and finish grating our cheese. That sound means it's by the rind. And who is waiting? Miss Daisy. Yes, that's Daisy. So you want to use a muffin top non-stick pan. It's okay if you don't have one of these, but they're really, really nice for this particular item and also for making muffin tops. It's the perfect size, it's the perfect width, and the perfect depth for these Parmesan crisps. If you use a muffin pan, it's going to be too deep and they're not going to crisp up, and I think they're going to get really, really hard, and it's going to defeat the purpose. So the first thing you want to do is you want to spray it with some kind of spray. And even though it's non-stick, you still want to spray it, because if you don't spray it, they will get stuck in the pan, despite the fact that it's a non-stick pan. And then you want to get about a tablespoon of your freshly grated Parmesan cheese and put it in each container or compartment. And you want to spread it out evenly. If you can see the bottom of the pan, you're in good shape, because you want enough cheese in each compartment, but you want them also to be very light, because like I said, you want them to crisp up. So and they're like little potato chips, as you'll see when they're done. So once you get each one of these compartments filled, we're going to add what I call accoutrements to the Parmesan crisps to kind of add a little zip to them and a little bit of, interest to these Parmesan crisps. It's not just going to be Parmesan cheese, although you can leave them naked if you want. But I like to add some things to them to make them a little more interesting. There's so many different things, herbs and spices and nuts and seeds that you can add to these to really zip them up. So when you're done putting them all in, just kind of even out the cheese in each compartment so that you want it, you know, like I said, even all the way around. And then what I'm going to add first is I'm going to add sesame seeds to them because I love sesame seeds. And as you will see, I dump about half the container on the first one because I opened up the wrong end like an idiot. So I actually left quite a bit of those sesame seeds in there. It was actually pretty good. It was nice and crunchy. So once you get the correct end, just sprinkle a little bit of sesame seeds in each one. You could put as much or as little as you want. I don't recommend you put as much as I did on the other one because, like I said, it actually wasn't too bad. But you just want a little bit of sesame seeds because they will toast in the oven. And another thing I like to add is everything bagel seasoning with my sesame seeds in my Parmesan crisps. Just a little sprinkle on each one. A little dash will do ya. Anybody know what movie that's from? Yeah, that's not an exact quote, but I think you'll get it. So then you want to bake them in a 400-degree oven for about 8 to 10 minutes. You have to watch them though, because everybody's oven is different. Mine took about 9 minutes. So you want to get a silicone spatula or something silicone so you don't scratch your pan, and you want to pop them out. They will pop out fairly easily. Sometimes they get a little stuck. The one with the 5 million sesame seeds in it is a little stuck. But for the most part, they will pop out as long as you sprayed your pan. And then once you get them all unstuck, you want to cool them on a rack for about, I would say, another 5-10 minutes. You could pretty much eat them right out of the pan, but the more you make them cool, the more crispy they get. So once you get them on the rack and they're all cooled, they're ready to eat. So I'm going to let you listen to this because they're as good as they sound. So there you have it. Parmesan cheesy crisps. Give them a try and let me know what you think. As always, thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Go to my website. There really isn't much of a recipe for this. It's really just a tablespoon of Parmesan cheese and whatever you want to add. But I'll have a lot of different ideas for flavorings for these crisps. And come back and see me again on the Gothic Chef.